Well, the final production of Stage West this season is sure to have you humming, especially if you're a fan of the 50s. We'll talk with the director of Forever Plaid when we come back with more 22 News at noon. Stage West is proud to announce the opening of the final production of the 1995-96 season with Forever Plaid, a musical tribute to the singing quartets of the 1950s. And here with us today is the director of Forever Plaid, Geraci. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
First, tell us a little bit about Forever Plaid. What's it about?
It's basically based on a fictitious singing group from the late 50s and early 60s called Forever Plaid. They were very semi-professional. They were used to playing bowling alleys and proms and just horrible venues. They just didn't really have a really good career. They were on their way to their first big gig at the Airport Hilton Cocktail Bar. And they were actually going to get paid for this one. And they had just picked up their brand new tuxedo jackets, and they were really, really, really piped for it. And they were killed in a car crash. So now, 32 years later, because of metaphysics and crazy stuff, and also because of the incredible dream and hope that they had for making it back in 1964, they come back to Stage West for an evening.
Cut down in their prime, but given another chance is almost what it's all about.
That's right. What's
the attraction of a musical as opposed to a straight play for you?
The music. I love music. Mm-hmm. I grew up with it. I got into it at a very early age, dancing and singing and getting into theater. And it's just, to use the phrase, it's been in my blood all my life.
As we take a look at a little bit of video of Forever Plaid, you gave me a fan letter about the show. I'd love to read this because it's got some great stuff here. This one woman writes, "Music has always had the power to change our lives for the better. It enhances all the good aspects of life and soothes those parts that are most difficult. The Plaids' personalities, timid and unsure upon arrival, then finding the inner resources to come into your own during the course of the evening, reflect our own insecurities and transitions. We can relate to you because we've all been there. Each of you represents a different aspect of our own life or the life of someone whom we love. We all share your dreams. We all hope to overcome our fears. We all are blessed if we have wonderful friends encouraging us to seek and reach our true potential. We all find great pride in having courageously faced our greatest fear, the audience, and triumph." Boy, now this had a great impact on this woman. And actually, I don't think of it as a very well-known musical. So how do you go about trying to get people to come see this, which obviously had a great impact on this one person?
It's difficult, in the sense that it's a difficult show to market, because there's two very, very almost diametrically opposed themes to the show. On the outside, it's a very, very funny show. The guys are awkward and silly and bumbling. On the other side, there's just what the woman was talking about in the letter, in that it reaches people on such a deep level emotionally that they walk away with something that they didn't bank on when they bought their ticket. And it's that word of mouth that people go out and they see the show, and then they go back to their friends and family and bring them to see it, because it's like I can't describe it. I want you to see it. This one woman, in another part of the letter, she wrote that she had brought her niece and nephew to go see it, and she had then subsequently bought the CD for it. And now the kids are running around the house singing Matilda and Crazy About Your Baby and Three Coins in the Fountain. So it's opening up an entirely new generation to this music also that was basically forgotten.
So although you might not be familiar with the music going in, you're going to come out leaving the theater humming these songs.
Absolutely. There was a youth group that came to our first preview last night. And at the beginning, they were a little shifty and whatnot. By a half hour into the show, they were howling with laughter and clapping along with the songs and everything. It's a wonderful show, and it's wonderful.
Before we wrap up, can you just give me a quick preview of perhaps what's going to come up in the next season, if I may be so forward to ask that, or?
Actually, it's going to be an interesting season. There's There's a lot of drama, a lot of drama that's going to be happening. Good works, very popular, good classical works.
How did you pick Forever Plaid then to end this one? Did you want to end on a musical, end on a more upbeat note then?
Yes, definitely. Stage West wanted to definitely give a big cymbal crash at the end.
And it looks like you've achieved it then with Forever Plaid. We're looking forward to that. And it's playing at Stage West. If you could tell us when and the times on that.
It opens Saturday, and it runs for the next 4 weeks, Tuesday through Sunday schedule.
Okay.
And call Stage West for the details.
And we've got the number up on the screen there, 781-2340. Drew Geraci, director of Forever Plaid, the final production in Stage West season this year. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Thanks. Well, we've got much more to come on 22 News at noon. We'll check back with John Quill on the possibility of showers for the weekend and just how desperate are malls to attract you as a customer. We'll show you when 22 News at noon returns.
Depending upon the amount of cloudiness and a small chance of an afternoon or evening shower. Sunday looks mild too, turning cooler only by Monday.
Okay, thanks, John, and thank you for joining us. 22 News continues at 5, 5:30, and 6. Join us then. Have a great day.